Please welcome to the show, Peter Manzanelli. People know you as someone who's very dominant, but they don't know the backstory about the Mans.
I was in like a rotisserie baseball league when I was like 3 years old, dude.
You know, I look at you and I think just Renaissance man.
I like to go to the gym like 6 times a day. It kind of works to get me like the body and the life that I want, dude.
How do you go about with your research? What is your process?
You're never going to see somebody that has the same lineups as me, dude. Like, whether it's like stacking three fullbacks, dude, in my DK lineup, or starting like a backup quarterback, dude, trying to get an edge. Like, I'm always looking for that edge, dude.
Can you talk about your first business?
I was an entrepreneur and like a grinder from like a very young age. I would water down the lemonade, dude, to kind of like increase my margins, dude. I would stick my hand up into vending machines, dude, and steal like, you know, Doritos and Funyuns and then sell them at market value, dude. And like,
Your parents must be proud. What do they do, and what do they think of your lifestyle and choices and who you've become?
My dad, the original Pete Manzanelli, dude, he was on the new products team at Coca-Cola, dude. And he was actually the inventor. Are you familiar with the citrus-flavored soft drink Surge? And my dad kind of like helped create that drink, dude. And my mom's a dubstep DJ. But I do have one sister, dude. We still keep in contact, and like whenever she's not in jail.
Family's important.
Nobody knows that like family's more important than like Dom from Fast and Furious, dude. And like I try to live my life like that too.
Do you ever unwind, or how do you unwind?
To be honest, like, it's not really in my vocabulary, bro. Like, I try to search for that word, dude. Like, I do like to have, like you said, like, I'm a Renaissance man, so I have other interests. I also like the arts. Some people see, like, a statue of David, and they see, like, just, like, a naked little penis, dude. And I'm like, no, that's artwork, dude. So, like, it's kind of just semantics and, like, definitions, but I definitely believe in art. And a lot of people might consider that relaxing, dude, but it's kind of me just grinding in my own way.
It's a different type of grind. You diversify the grind. I imagine that you read some, you take in podcasts, you mentioned different types of media, some movies. What are the things that you like?
I love books, and like luckily I've been like blessed in life to like know how to speed read. Tucker Max, dude, like great author, like a real wordsmith, kind of like a modern day Hemingway's, dude. I don't know, I pop around on the internet, maybe a little Pornhub, dude, you know what I mean?
What are the movies that you really enjoy, the ones that seem to speak to you and inspire you?
All the American Pie movies, dude, like Stifler is so hilarious, dude. And also Ken Burns' The Civil War, dude.
Can you talk a little bit about your perspective on numbers versus intuition?
Like, I know you guys that like RotoJizz, dude, like, you love your numbers, and like, I get that because there's like a place for it, but like, that's kind of like an illustration. Can I ask you a question? You're married, right, Mr. Freedman's?
Yes.
And when you were thinking about asking your wife to marry you, like, did you use numbers to like make that decision, or did you use your heart and your soul?
It's all about heart.
Exactly, dude. So, and would you say that's like one of the biggest decisions and biggest moments in your life, dude?
Yeah.
And so if you use your gut in one of the biggest moments of your life, why would you not use that to make lesser decisions, like whether to take John Ross at like 106 in your rookie draft, dude? So like, it's just like such an obvious thing to me that you just follow your heart, dude, and like everything else is going to work out.
Can you talk a little bit about your ensemble?
Yeah, no, I definitely, I think that's the right word. I call it like DFS chic. I basically got the tank top, I got my money $ necklace, dude, I got my hat, and I got my blockers, dude, because the sun never sets, dude, on crushing DFS. And
if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive?
Pete Manzanelli, you did good, dude. A lot of people are trying to wonder, like, how do I do Earth? How do I do this life? And you got it, dude. And you realized that it was all about getting paid and getting laid, and not everybody realized that.
Definitely. Pete, this has been such a pleasure. I don't want to gush, but I do want to say that I am a very big fan of yours and everything that you have going on. I think you are one of the brave voices in the industry with what you provide. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you, Mr. Oracles.